I'm going to be playing some Age of Wonders 4. My ruler is Abra-Caw, Dabra. We're playing as the Sparkle Wings, which have an avian form. We have Arcane Focus that deals extra magic damage, Keen Sighted that gives us more accuracy on missile and magic attacks, Hardy for extra hit points. We have a Mystic Potential culture, so basically meaning that we get overcharged combat spells that deal extra damage. We're mana addicts, which means that whenever a combat spell is cast, we get lifesteal, but we need to be casting things or we get reduced morale. And then Powerful Evokers, which increases the damage of our combat spells. So basically going for a very aggressive magic build. Our throne city is Beacon. Let's go ahead and pick up this food with our scout. This guy, go get some of this gold here. Heavy armor greaves. This gives us 3 defense, but reduces the amount of movement you have. Then I'll kind of scout up this way along the road. I guess this scout can come down this way. Okay, so there's an infestation over here. With my ruler, I suppose I will go pick up this knowledge pickup, and then we'll go ahead and do this battle. It's the first battle of the game, I might as well actually play it. To start out with, Abra-Cadabra is a spellblade. So kind of mixed melee and magic. Anytime any of our units do an attack, we inflict dissonance, which means that our overcharged spells deal extra lightning damage. So what we want to do is try to inflict dissonance, and then we can cast our magic, and then that causes like a ripple effect of tons of damage. It's very, very satisfying. So we just have this spear unit and then our ruler, that's our front line. So we'll have both of them rush up. We could actually already make an attack, but that will cause a retaliation, which I don't really want to do quite yet. So we'll just move up like that, block the way. Though we can run up with our Arcanist. These guys have some bolts and inflict dissonant, so we can go ahead and do that. Attack, deal a little bit of damage there. We have 2 of these Soother units, which can heal and then also do a little bit of damage. We don't want to step on either of these 2 tiles, because then they're vulnerable to a melee attack. So we'll move you here, make another attack. So now this unit has 2 stacks of dissonance. Again, we don't want to move here, so we'll move 1 back and then defend. And then you can also do that as well. And there's the scout over here. I'll just send it in this direction. Maybe I can be a distraction. I don't want to get directly in combat because it's not too strong. Let's see what they do. That's fine. We inflicted more dissonance. So we want to use our 2 healer units to heal our front line. I have these 2 spells. There's Fulmination, which deals lightning damage in an area. And then there's Cosmic Ablation, which just deals a lot of damage to 1 unit. If I use this ability on my ruler, Channeling Ritual, it allows me to cast 2 spells this turn, which I think is more useful for me than making an attack. So I will go ahead and do that. But remember, we want to make our attacks first before we do the spells to get that dissonance. So I can move this scout over here. Here we go, 2 stacks of dissonance. We want to attack with our ranged units first, ideally, because the more damaged a unit is, like you see there's these, what do you call it? Like there's 6 of these guys standing right here as part of this unit. If they take damage, some of them will die and that reduces their damage. So let's try focusing our damage on this one. There we go, one of the guys just died. So that reduces the damage. So we want to do it. Let's do a Fulmination strike here. So we just killed that unit outright. So we'll move here and we'll make 2 melee attacks. That'll inflict some dissonance. And then I think we hit this one over here. There we go. So we severely weakened that and this. Our scout's gonna take some damage, that's okay. Actually, our scout might die. No, okay, didn't. Good. Our ruler just got a retaliation attack and killed off that one. We can send in our spears to go attack these. Took some damage, but cleared out that. Ooh, nice. We got some extra food and this ring, Vicious Killer. Let's open up our hero screen and put on this. Confirm. I think Heavy Armor Greaves... I don't like the limiting mobility. That's pretty bad. And I think it disables the mount. So I'm not going to put that on. And we have enough movement range to actually move back into our territory. And that'll help us heal faster. Then we can select Research. We can make our mages deal more lightning damage. We'll go with Lightning Focus. That seems good. Because of that food pickup we picked up, and then also the result of the battle, we actually have enough food to grow our population on turn 1, which is really nice, because that way we can get these boosts. And so buildings cost gold right up front to purchase them, and then you have to spend production to actually build it. Typically, I like starting with a farm to get like extra gold income, and then some more production income early off. The other good option to start off with is a forester in order to get food income and library for more knowledge. And it's nice to also pick up these deposits, so they give you extra resources on those provinces once you annex them. I want to get the iron to start out with because I think the production will be most useful. And since we'll be getting some production from that, I think I'll start with a forester so that I can boost this library and get my knowledge income up. And then another thing we can do is give a Whispering Stone to the city. This will increase the stability. For now, we don't have anything else we can do with this Whispering Stone, so we might as well use it. And that is the first turn. This is a good combat unit. I don't necessarily want to use it for scouting too much. I'll keep this close by to my ruler as I go deal with this infestation. And meanwhile, the scout can actually go this direction. So let's move our ruler up here. There we go. Haunted Graveyard. That'll be good. We can take that out. So that's everything. The question is do I want to get more units? I think I need more melee. I only have 2 melee units. The ruler, which I don't necessarily want too much in the front lines since, like, I don't want the ruler to die. So we'll move this in to support, and then we'll attack with our ruler, and then I think I'll look into getting an outpost so I can eventually get a city over here. And a victory. Nice, more knowledge, mana, gold, and then the new shield and a bow. We're not going to equip the bow, but this shield, defense mode nullify. Enemy units adjacent to this get disrupted. Oh, that's pretty good. So it removes their unit enchantments. Equip that, and then we have a level up. First pickup will be Quickened Ritual, so that I can cast an additional spell without any cost instead of it taking the entire turn. I always go for that first when I have a wizard ruler. Okay, this scout can keep following along the road. Check out this direction, and we have met a free city. Withdraw this Whispering Stone, give it to them, and this will eventually vassalize them over time. I want to get a second city. I like that there is a mana node here that'll allow us to get like a research post or a conduit, which is very useful. There's a gold deposit over here. I think exact placement is a question. I'm not in a super huge rush immediately, so let's gather a little bit more information before I place an outpost. Oh, there's a Eternal Battlegrounds here. Yeah, this is definitely a good spot for a city. And there's another gold vein here. Haste berries over here. Okay. I think I'll just go ahead and just do an outpost right here where I'm standing. I think that seems like a decent spot. We have finished building our library, and now we also have another population, so we can pick a new tile to grow into. I think now we'll get a farm, and we will get the pastures here, so we'll get extra food, and then we'll go for Evocator's Abode. That will get us a bit of production, draft, and mana. Draft is basically the equivalent of production, but for units. There's the haste berries here, so we want to get that cleared out. I think I should be able to win that battle. Risky battle. Let's go get some more levels with our ruler before we take a risky battle like that and wait for this melee unit. So let's not unnecessarily take a risk that we don't need to. But we shall clear this. This actually might be a little bit tough since they can just run right over our lines and we're very vulnerable to that. I think we don't run forwards. That would be a bad idea. We force them to come attack us and waste their another turn because they don't actually have much melee. They only have this one guy. So let's put ourselves in a position where we don't step on any of these tiles so that they can attack with their melee. And force them to come into range. We will heal our leader. So this will force them to run in and attack. I was hoping they would run all the way up. Maybe I should have put a unit as bait. Because what I want to do is force them to use up all of their movement and get into the range of my ranged attackers. So we'll pull back just a little bit. This is going to cost us some morale unless we do one of these spells. Oh, they're all grouped up right now. I have to do this. That just makes sense to me. Okay, end turn. They get a little ranged attack. That's fine. There we go. Now we got them engaged in melee. That's exactly what I wanted for the most part. I could step up and do a lightning strike on this one. Like that. It's a bit risky. I want to kill the bird with my ranged units so that I can move my spears up to here, like that. And then I want to kill this dog. Hound unit. I kind of want to heal my... Do I heal my leader or do I go for the kill on this dog? I think I kill for the dog. They no longer have that, and then I will do channeling ritual. And then I will come in and bonk this. And then we can... Oh, wait, we might actually be able to... Oh, close. So we can kill that unit. Oh, and then we... Do we want to spend the mana to just end this? Yeah, sure. There we go. Yes. And that's why I love... Oh man, these magic builds are so fun. It's so satisfying to get, like, that many kills that quickly. Okay. I like that. This is much better. So Greaves of Illusion gives us some status resist. And the big one is we do not trigger opportunity attack. And that's really big for a ruler because once we start unlocking this kind of evocation stuff, like this cannot be used within an enemy zone of control. So what that allows us to do is step back and fire off our magic without taking any opportunity attack. And that synergizes very well with our Spellblade stuff. So up in this direction, there's this city here, which is going to take a lot of the territory that we would be wanting to build a city in. So I don't know if I really want to scout. Like, I don't want to, like, build a city over here necessarily. So I don't really need to look that direction. So I think I go up this way a little bit and just see if there's, like... Yeah, it's water over that way. So I don't think I'll be building a city up in this direction anytime soon. So I think I gotta find a different spot for a city, like maybe over here or over here, something in this area. So we'll bring our scout back. I'll go check out that, like this little peninsula type thing. But I think that's just coastline all over here. So I don't want to scout too far away from where I'm actually expanding in. So one thing we can do is, once we cast the spell enough, we can use inspiration. So we could get 5 turns of extra knowledge. However, that means we can't use the spell, which Maybe later on once we have more spells, but right now these are my 2 combat spells and I need both of them, so no. Our outpost is done creating, and then next turn we can turn it into a city. We could get this lightning focus unit enchantment, but we have 5 of these units, and then it costs us 3 mana per unit. So that would be 15 magic per turn, leaving us with only 5 afterwards. But that would enhance our combat ability quite a bit. So actually I will do this lightning focus, but we need to get more mana afterwards. And we've unlocked Empire development skills as well. So we can either get our conduits to give us some production and food, or make mana city structures cost less. But right now we're saving this Imperium for our next city, so we're not going to get either of those. We want to cast at least this spell first before we go into this battle, just to get some more strength, and then I think we'll want to wait for that as well. So maybe we attack this here, then heal up at our outposts, regroup with this, and then take out that bird. Do this battle. Okay, so this is just a bunch of melee units. This terrain we might be able to use this terrain really effectively. We want to bottle them up so they can't come around and flank our magic units. So we'll move our spears over here and our ruler here. Heal. Yeah, we really need that other melee unit. We're so vulnerable to melee at this point. See, that's exactly what we wanted. These 2 units can't do anything because they're stuck by these units here. This one is coming around, so that's a little bit concerning. So I need to move this out of the way. We can deal damage to that one. We want to deal damage to this, because I think they can get around and actually attack. Yeah, they can. We'll move here, like that. What we want to be able to do is do this fulmination here, and if we can, get quite a few kills with it. So we're definitely going to do Channeling Ritual, for sure, on this turn. We want to spread our damage out. If we do too much of it all in one place, we're not going to be able to get as much use out of that spell, so we're going to attack here. I think we go for the fulmination now. And that lets this unit move up here. Bonk this unit. So I think we go for the kill here. And then we go for this. Or we attack this here like that. That's not the best, but that's fine. It barely did any damage. So we need to kill this unit. And then this unit. And then hit here. Attack here. And that should get the kill. Nice. And we got another level up. So we could work our way down to Amplified Evocation and get damage spells cast in combat where this unit is present, deal an additional 20% damage, and really just makes our spells super powerful, but that would cost 3 skill points. Or I could start working on getting one of these evocations and going down our actual Spellblade stuff. I think getting a ranged attack with our ruler would be nice. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Lightning Evocation. Fits thematically more. So we'll start moving back towards our territory to get this heal, and soon we'll have another Arcane Guard. So we'll have a little bit more melee, and then I think we'll be ready to take on this army, because our enchantment will be ready. So we'll move a little bit this way, just see what's over here. Doesn't look like anything interesting, and we'll head back down that way. And let's go ahead and found a city of Sparkle Wings here. And our unit is done producing, so we'll start moving them down this way to deal with this bird, so that we can pick up these haste berries. We'll get our ruler back over here, get a turn of healing on this stack. I'm getting pretty low on gold income. In 3 turns, once this outpost is done upgrading, I will get that 10 gold from the outpost back. The upkeep of this costs 8, but I do need to still keep building buildings. I think I can maybe afford one more arcane guard. So I will get that producing. And then our lightning focus spell is ready. So we will enchant them. We can get more stability, we can get more Imperium, or we can get good alignment. I'll take the Imperium, please. Thank you. So let's go ahead and get a quarry here. This will get us this gold vein, improving our gold income, which is great. And it will also let us get this shrine, and it boosts our Arcane Institute. Since we're not making a ton of mana and we really require it, I feel like we go with shrine first. And then let's get into position for this battle. So we can go ahead and do this. The defending units have hastened, which means they move faster. Swift means they ignore slowing terrain, and they do not trigger opportunity attacks. And then they're also mostly birds, so that's awkward. We want to get them to attack our melee units and to not attack our ranged units. So we're holding a defensive posture. Let them come to us. If we lose the polearm unit, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But see, this puts them in a position where we can get some flanked attacks on them. That's nice. So we'll go ahead and hit that. I mean, taking out this big bird would be great. Let's do Channeling Ritual, of course. If we do Lightning Invocation, we could deal a bit of damage to all three of these. Or we could deal a lot of damage to this one. We can move here and do a Lightning Invocation. That puts us... Oh, well, they don't... Wait, no, they don't take opportunity attacks. That would be pointless. So do I want to deal a little damage to all three of these? Fulmination would only be able to hit 2. This could deal a lot of damage to 1. This thing is blocking... I think this is the better attack here. Like, take out this. Get a kill. That frees up this unit, which can then get a heal. And this one can attack here. Go up and attack this. If I do a Fulmination, I do not get the kill. Do I take the 2 opportunity attacks and take a whole bunch of damage, but get the kill? Well, that does a lot of damage either way, so I'll take the opportunity attacks. And now, this Fulmination should kill the big bird. There we go. And then we do this. Cool. We can move over here, and then we can do this evocation. And then I guess we'll just finish it off with magic. There we go. Nice. No casualties. Fantastic. Hand crossbow. And some food. I'll keep it for now in case I get another hero that could use it, but I'm not super thrilled with that. Great. So we've cleared out these 3 areas here. We want to continue down this way and see where our 3rd city is going to be at. This new city that I'm making is going to have a heck of a lot of draft because these haste berries give plus 20 draft, and then on top of that, the eternal battlegrounds each give 10 draft. And I imagine I'll have at least 3 of these tiles, if not even maybe 4 eventually. Definitely going to be wanting to produce a lot of units here. So my scout, I think, can just go kind of directly south, like over here. See what's over here, nothing that interesting. I think this arcane guard that's almost dead can go back and heal. And then this one can kind of move in this direction. Check out what's over here. And then we'll send one of these down here. I guess we'll move our full stack over down this way too. That's okay. We've unlocked the Evoker. That's a tier 2 unit, so we cannot build it quite yet until we upgrade one of our cities to tier 2. But this electrifying arc ability is quite nice. It chains to 2 other units, so you can hit 3 units with this. Very cool. New research. Summons are really nice for reinforcing kind of when you're far away from your territory, or panic buying to defend a territory that was undefended, so that could be nice just to have the option. Or we could do Lightning Torrent, which allows us to prepare for a battle that we think is going to be tough. We can hit an enemy, damage them, and the big one is reducing their lightning protection, which we have a lot of lightning damage, so that would make us do even more lightning damage. So I think both of these are good. I'm going to go ahead and lock the Lightning Torrent, and then I'll research the Summon Lesser Storm Spirit now. That way I just have the utility of quickly buying a unit away from my home territory. Since this city is going to have a lot of draft, and so I imagine it's very kind of militaristic, I'm going to go with Fort Wing. More bird-related names for you. Because I'm going to be getting so much natural draft, obviously I don't need to worry about building draft buildings. Like, I don't need to stack draft that high, because it doesn't matter if you can recruit units fast if you can't afford to pay for said units. Getting a forester early to get the palisade walls is nice, particularly if you think you're in danger at all. It'd be interesting to see if there's another player over here, but I don't think I'm in an immediate rush. So I think I start with getting this gold Eternal Battlegrounds province with like a farm here. So I'll start with Evoker's Abode and eventually plan on that in 3 turns. Then here I can build another new thing. I'll go ahead and get an Arcane Institute. We can keep scouting down this way, get this tower that gives us more information. There's some gold and iron down here in this desert that is compelling. If there's a magic resource down here, that would be even better. There's infestation over this way. Let's keep looking. There's the Pavilion of Prophecies. Silver Ancient Wonder means that will probably be a pretty tough fight. I don't think I'd be able to do that anytime soon, so I wouldn't worry too much about putting a city there. I could always do an outpost if I need to. I don't see any magic resources. This would be a good city if I don't find anything better. I guess I should move this unit down here this way. Okay, so there's a mana node. That's good. This would not be a bad city to put it like here. And then that way this city is also getting the benefit of the Eternal Battlegrounds down here. Getting these mines, that mana. So like right here. And then also these ruins let us get research posts, so that's good. Some fish. I don't want to go too far away from my other cities. I need to be somewhat compact for defensiveness. So I'll do this battle and then I'll work my way over to this tile and build an outpost. When I first started playing this game, I had the bad habit of looking for the ultimate perfect city spot, and I'd wait until like, I don't know, turn 30 or 40 before I'd settle my first city, which was really bad. And then I'm way behind all of my buildings and, you know, city expansion for my second and third city. So I think it's better to go for a decent enough city earlier so that it's more developed than a perfect city but late. This battle, I'm going to auto-resolve this, that's fine. Actually, I'm not going to auto-resolve this, that's terrible. No, I refuse to accept any unit losses. Oh, right, they're Hound Masters, that's why. This might surprisingly, I was like, yeah, it's 3 archers, that should be really easy, but I forgot that these would spawn extra summon units. These are shock units, which means that they can charge strike, so they deal extra damage once they move, and then they cancel defense mode and remove retaliation attack. But our spear unit counters them, so what we want to do is to get all 3 of these dogs, or at least one of them, to run up and attack. So actually this spot right here is pretty good, because only 1 dog can attack on that first turn. These archers can get attacks off. So one of the dogs is definitely going to run up and attack this. So that'll be right there. And then the other 2 are probably going to run over to here somewhere. This bush is a bad place for them, the dogs, to hang out in, because that makes them harder to hit. Though actually, that gives me a good idea. I can retreat into these woods to protect me from these range units. So I definitely move that here. This one needs to move back to here. The spear unit right where it is pretty good, so I'll defense mode. I want to do my ruler in defense mode next to this spear unit to get the extra defense, but I want them not to be in position where the dogs can actually attack the ruler on that turn. So I have to be here with the ruler, like this. That way my shield wall ability projects this shield wall, extra 3 defense, so This Arcane Guard is getting an extra 3 protection from that dog. Very good. It'll cancel the charge. This will be a very bad attack for them to run into. There we go. I think this is good. Let's see how this works. Okay, they didn't make that charge, but that's okay. I could go for... Oh, really juicy. Yeah, okay, you made a big mistake there. Why would you do this? So, I can do a lot of damage with a Fulmination, so I need to make my attack now. So I think what I want to do is inflict as much dissonance as possible. Does this attack... Yeah, this affects dissonance. So this is a chaining attack, so I need to use this on my ruler. So you move up into that spot. Do I go for dissonance and take a retaliation? Yeah, I think so. And then I hit all of these 3 Houndmasters. This can hit that. Step up and hit that. I could go for this. This way their dogs are like off the board. And then do I go for... Let's do this attack first now. Nice. And then I hit this. And then I can kill 1 unit. I think they're all pretty equally dangerous. This one has the most health, right? So I think that... They're gonna deal some damage, but that should be fine. That's pretty good. Oh, great. Yes, please attack my spear unit. That is perfect. That works for me great. Run up and get a kill. My ruler can kill the dog, and then I should be able to get the kill with the rest. Oh, they're in the woods. That's unfortunate. They have good cover. Ooh, I don't like that. Well, I'll just use this spell if I need to. That's fine. Whatever. Oh, come on. Can we please get 1 hit? 1 hit, please. Thank you. And then this... Yeah, there we go. Much better. I think this build is really good, but I don't think the auto-resolve knows how to use it exactly, because it's a really high-risk, high-reward build. You need perfect positioning to make it work, but then you deal huge damage. So fun. So now we can get some more allegiance with Spire Solace. We can get healing and a positive alignment. We can get a lesser light spirit. I already have support units that do what it does. Or I can get evil alignment and all of my non-hero units get a rank. I think I'll just go for this first option and get the Spire Solace vassalized more quickly. Level up on the ruler, we get a signature skill. I'll go ahead and do Astral, but I'm not going to pick up either of these perks. I'm going to use the point elsewhere. Being able to hit 3 units with some Sundered defense and resistance means that it's a good opening unit, or it's a good opening ability to weaken the enemy for future attacks. So I'll get that. And then all attacks can inflict blind. That sounds good to me. Can we get the haste berries before we're getting this 3rd city? Because that's 3 turn. Yeah, I don't think we can. Not unless we use Imperium to grow the city, which is not worth it. I want to get out this derelict workshop because that, if I'm putting a city here, I need to get rid of that. So this unit can move down here to help out with that. You can also move down here to help out with that. I think the scout should be going in a direction other than like the main army. So you start going this way. The ruler can scout down here. Okay, let's see. It's this tile here. So let's go here. Build an outpost. And then this is done. So you can head down this way. Beacon can annex another province, and I'll go ahead and get a farm right here. That way I have an extra bit of food and production. I am starting to get a morale penalty. I want to get Town Hall level 2 now. So I'm going to push that to the front of the queue. I'll finish up the Arcane Institute later. But that'll eventually allow me to get a tavern, get that stability back, and it'll let me get 2nd tier units, which is important. Spire of Solace is inviting me to a game of high-stakes Wizards and Kings. We can trade allegiance for gold. We can lose gold for faster allegiance. We can gain gold and Imperium and evil. 50% chance of gaining allegiance, but 50% chance of losing stability. Definitely not that last one. That 50% chance for a huge negative. I mean, I'll do this. I'll take the Imperium, thank you. That means I can take one of these pickups because it'll be one turn, and in a turn I'll have enough for a city. Because it only costs me 200 to get a city. I know I eventually need the water stuff, so I might as well pick it up early so I don't have to think about it. I can afford it right now, so I'll get that now. Because this is a map that has water on it, I'm going to need to explore out in this way. Actually, thinking about that, let's get a another scout unit to go scout over here. Maybe pick up some water pickups. That'll be good. This unit is moving down this way. Checking out that. Here is a Arcanium ore. That would have been nice to know like a turn ago before I put this outpost down. I could cancel the outpost right now. No, I'm not changing the position of my city. I'll just, if I want it, and there's other, I think if there's other stuff over here, I can just make a second city like here or something. That's fine. Or like a fourth, sorry, not second, fourth. I will make that decision later. Do I want to go for this battle? Yeah, sure, fine, I'll do it now. Oh, they want to leave. Oh, that works for me. Sure. I'll take some extra positive alignment and some gold. Hero wants to join. That is great. I definitely want another hero. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Battle Saint just because I've not tried Battle Saint before and I want to. So I can't put a bow on this, but I could do this sword and bow that does some fire and oh, deals damage to construct units. I'm just about to fight a big battle with construct units. I think I'll put on this, I guess, for now. This doesn't have a mount anyways, so I guess I could put on the heavy armor greaves for now. Get that extra defense. I can always remove it if I feel like it feels sluggish in battle. Meet Talon the Brutal. This is our Battle Saint. So Talon the Brutal really is about punishing the enemies for attacking. I'll work my way to Radiant Retribution, which deals damage to any attackers, and then try to pick up as much defense as possible to be able to really have a lot of survivability, and to be able to hold the line so that our mages can attack. This skirmish weapon is not great. I think I'd much rather have a weapon that can go with a shield. And we'll go ahead and equip this recruiting governor, making Fort Wing insanely good at recruiting. Oh my gosh. This outpost shall become a city. So there's 2 construct units here, and our hero has a weapon that deals extra damage to constructs. So we're gonna get our hero, and also for XP. So we want our hero down here for this infestation. We'll get all of our units together. It'll be this whole big party with everyone together. Meanwhile, I think I might initiate the attack with you. And you're not in range. So I do something like this. Clear out this battle, then move up here, get the heal. Before I do that though, let's get to this tower, I think. See if I can see stuff over here. There's another Forge Fire Stone this way. A city here could be good. The problem is farms. I'm not going to have any farms out here unless I use terraforming spells. So what I'm doing is this battle. This battle went pretty smoothly, not much to show here, so I'll just kind of skip through it, get to the more interesting stuff. Nice. Clean. And we will move up here for the heal. Storm Spirit has been researched, and then we had locked the Lightning Torrent, so we'll get that next. Fort Wing can now expand. I think I had a battle that must have picked up production and I wasn't paying attention, because I got the Evocator's Abode done before I actually got the farm. That's why I'm confused. I should have had the thing that I was going to boost, but I already built the thing I was going to boost. That actually changes my strategy. I'll go for a Forester here, and then we'll go for a library. And this allows us to boost the palisade walls, which is actually quite nice as well when I eventually build that. Do I keep scouting this way? I'm already here, so I might as well just do a little bit more scouting. Oh, I didn't realize there was a pickup there. That works. Okay. Looking back at this footage, I think the chest was actually clipped into the ground because I can't even see it looking at it. Maybe like a little glow right there. Let's move you up to here. I'll get you to reinforce. And then we'll get here and we can do this battle. When this unit attacks or is attacked, adjacent units take fire damage. Weakness to shock. Okay, yeah, that's... This should be pretty straightforward to us to deal with. These mage locks are actually the most scary units. Their melee units are not really a threat. So what we want to do is put them in a position where to get in range, they have to move so that they can't fire this full weapon. They have to do the snapshot, which reduces their damage and ability to hit. So say they move like to here or something. We can't be in that range. We have to make them step one forward to hit us. So we want to these furthest ranges that they could move. So we can move up to here. A ruler like there. Like this. And then everyone behind the line. We're a little bit bottled up here unless we want to take poison damage. See what they do. Yeah, see, they did the snapshot on the ruler, but that is okay. I'm fine with that. We need to move this out of the way for other units. We want to engage their ranged and melee if it's possible. Let's do Channeling Ritual to start out with. If they're gonna attack, I'd rather them attack my spears. So a ruler needs to be in a position like, would here work? Yeah, that works. So we do all three of them like that. Zap. And this does sundering. Like we wanted to do that as our opening move to sunder them. And then spears up front, but just defense mode. Because we don't want to take that molten damage if we don't have to. Oh, molten spill happened. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Ah, well, whatever. Too late now. I should have waited to move this up until I made my attacks with this. Though I can't make my attacks with this until I move up. That's awkward. So I want to hit this. And you... Oh, this is awkward. I guess I can do this here. That's the only option I have. Unfortunately, it deals a little bit of molten damage. That's okay. You can move up here. Move you... Oh man, this positioning is awkward. I want to heal my ruler. I shouldn't have moved that spear up. I feel like I've done this poorly. Well, I have to attack. I don't want to... It does mean my spear is taking a lot of damage, but that's okay. Do I go for the... What spell am I doing? That doesn't get a kill. I could do this. Cosmic Ablation. I think... Well, so I do an attack like this. I do... Am I going to do this attack here? I think so. So I attack this. Like that. And then get this. Not quite a kill. Okay, no, it's a kill. Because of the dissonance. This guy is going to take a lot of fire damage, so I should have saved a heal for it. Nothing I can do now, and then I want to hit the archer. Oh, the blindness from my ruler effects to the this lightning invocation. That's great. It's all attacks, I guess. So that means that this guy is blinded and can't really make much of an attack. That's fantastic. I like that. Yeah, I got flanked. That's fine. Ooh, this spear's taking a lot of damage. I think I have to move up into position and poke him. I think that just makes sense. You can run around to here. You can run up to here, take a shot, and you can end that. There we go. And then we just need to get here. 2 attacks at 70%, I think is good. I can take the retaliation on my spears, then attack with my ruler. This can't make an attack unless I go through the poison. Let's just go through the poison and do this. There we go. Nice and clean. The terrain was very limiting on my movement there. Some production and mana, a battle axe, and hardy armor. Once per turn, this unit gains regeneration when hit by an attack. Oh, that's so good. Yes. See, the thing with hardy armor is this works really well with the build I was already kind of going for this, the Battle Saint build, because I was thinking of the relying on Radiant Retribution to deal some good damage. So I want to, having that regeneration when it gets hit, like this unit wants to take damage basically. So that's actually like perfect synergy with this particular unit. So I'm going to go Paladin. Can the Battle Axe be combined with a shield? Yes, it can. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted for this unit. Awesome. Great. Wow. The items I got were perfect for this build. That's crazy. I'm shocked at how amazing these items synergize with my build. I am questioning the Greaves because slowing me down makes it a little harder to position, but once this unit gets positioned, very, very powerful. Do I keep exploring this way just a little bit? I don't want to go too far. Maybe I could like go up around that way, I guess. Oh, well, it's blocked off by lava, so never mind. This unit, do I explore down this way or do I go north? I don't know if it really makes a huge difference. There's more map down here, so it's more likely that if I go down this way I meet a player, so I think I go south. That makes sense to me for now. Our new city of dust mines has been formed. The general idea, not a bird pun this time, but I have a bunch of desert provinces that have lots of different kind of mineral deposits. I could get this production early and then go for a forester maybe. The food income and palisade walls and library stuff again. Start on a storehouse. Sounds good. So I'm gonna build a quarry here. This gets me this gold and also extra draft. And this lets me get the Arcane Institute in 4 turns. Oh, Beacon is also available for a new province. So we'll get the mine in the capital. That boosts our gold income a bit. Just keep exploring this way. Do I bother exploring further south? Because there might be something down here. Like if there's an infestation. Well, I can make it back to this city, so I'll move to here, heal up. Maybe I delay a turn just to see what's down here a bit more. Gold Wonder. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna head back up. There's not like an infestation that I need to worry about there. Lightning Torrent is done, that's good. Now we have to pick a new tome. This is always such a hard decision to pick tomes. Necromancy is an interesting option because I have the battle graveyard thing that gets me extra soul income. I'm gonna go Necromancy because that sounds fun to me. I think this tome is gonna be nice because it fills in the gaps between my lack of melee. I can raise a bunch of super expendable undead units and just throw them at the enemy to slow them down while my other units deal their actual damage. Sustain 10 frost and 10 blight damage, which will be increased by my overcharged, whatever it's called. 2 stacks of decaying. When it dies, becomes a decaying zombie unit under your control until I think necrotize. Okay. You start heading back. Do we go for an extra turn of healing for this unit? Or maybe we like just separate it out? Well, we have to wait for this to get back anyways. So I guess we can just hang out for a turn here. Then we can head over to this Mistwalker camp. So we'll get you to here. We'll start moving with you this way. I'd like to pick up this. And then I'll go up to this tower here. Oh, is this chest unguarded? Or not chest, but these scrolls. I want to pick those up. We finally got the tavern, so we're stable again. That helps our income as well. I will put a research post right here. That gets me a little bit of mana, 10 research, and it allows me to start working on the academy. And then once I grow into it, I can get the quarry to boost the academy afterwards. I guess I could go for some summons. These cost 8 mana to upkeep. It's not that good. I don't know if I need this. No, oh, dang it. I did not mean to. Well, I guess I'm summoning it now. I was trying to click on the unit to see the stats, but I accidentally cast the spell. I did not mean to cast that. I just wanted to see the unit stats. I was trying to get to this screen. I wanted to look at this unit. This unit's harder to hit by missile and magic attacks. Okay, that's nice. Charge strike is cool. We don't have charger units, really. It's not that good, but it's something. I guess I could make this attack now. So we'll do that. I'm going to just see what the auto combat gives us. That's fine. I kind of took more damage than I would have liked, but whatever. I guess I'll go up here and heal. Dust Mines can annex a province. I guess from the battle, I think. Storehouse needs Forester. I can get a Forester here and the Iron Deposit right off the bat. So despite being called Dust Mines, it's actually technically a Forester here, but you know, that's fine. Okay, so our ruler has leveled up. I think I'll just keep going down this path. So we're gonna go up here to heal because that auto resolve did way more damage than I would have preferred. I'll scout with this unit, just see what I'm looking at here. That should be fine. I'm not really too worried about this. Let's go up here, pick up this tower. We've met another free city over here, which is a vassal of someone. There's another player somewhere around here. I want to find them. Oh, Tranquility Pools is really good. I want that. Then this, I was gonna get this pick up here if it's open, which it is. Nice. I could just grab them with an outpost. Like if I did here, oh, they're not adjacent to each other. Dang. If they were adjacent, I could put the outpost on one and then do the work camp adjacent to it, but they're not adjacent. I thought they were. So this spot over here, if it doesn't get claimed, could be a really good city spot to just make research go really fast. And there's also a wonder over here as well. These magic materials are less enticing to me. So I'll take out this Mistwalker to get the resources from it. And then I'll see over here whether I want to go this way. I mean, because I might be blocked by another player or something. So I think I make my way over to here. Dust Mines can annex another province. That is great. We could do a farm to pick up the gold deposit. We're healed up. We can head to this Mistwalker camp. I guess we'll attack with this like that. Let's move you here. Move you here. Of course, they're probably going to be resistant to my lightning attacks. That's unfortunate. These two Stormscale Serpents are going to resist me, but that's okay. That's okay. I think that makes sense. We can go ahead in defense mode. They buff their units, make a small attack. I think I run up and make an attack with Talon. Which tile do I want to stand in? I think this one. Attack. Do another melee here. I think that makes sense here. I could move up to here and do this or that. Or do I want to hit this to get the blind? 60% chance of blind. Or I could hit these three that aren't resistant to it. I think I'll do this and just take the damage reduction. Oh yeah, okay, great. So they're blinded, so they can't do retaliation, so I can move up like that now. And this can move over here to fill in this gap. Move up to here. This. You can get 2 attacks of 50%. I mean, I either get the kill with this or I get the kill with the dissonance. I'll just get the kill. That's fine. This one's blinded, but I think I'll just go for that. There we go. Oh, did I forget to do my channeling ritual? Oops. Oh well, I'll do it next turn. Unfortunate, my ruler's taking an uncomfortable amount of damage there. First off, get the heal. Move here. Get this attack. I think I go for the 95% chance to get a little damage there. I could do another heal. like this. That seems good. I can go ahead and hit this unit with my hero. Kill that with this unit. Get around and flank with this unit in the back. This unit can also flank in the back. This unit can get an attack. What do I want to do with my hero? I could use the, I want to do Channeling Ritual. And then I could do, like, teleport to here. And then attack. And then this unit can move up, take that attack, that's fine. And deal damage here. Maybe not the best move ever, but... And then I do one of these to deal a lot of damage and get... how much dissonance does this have? I think that'll kill it, right? That's 20 damage. Oh, it's so close to dying. So I think if I do this, that'll kill it. Not quite. Oh, because it has Steadfast. Of course. So I can't kill this unit because it has Steadfast. So I'll kill that unit. There we go. So we'll get this kill. You know what? I die. Thank you. Battle over. Anon's Wisdom. 2 resistance, 2 status resistance. Attunement Starblades. When a friendly spell is cast, the unit's base attack gains +1 damage based on the affinity of the spell. Stacks up to 3 times. I could, you know what, let's put it on the ruler. I will be dropping the defense by 1. That's fine, that's 2 resistance though. So we'll put it here, and then we'll put the defensive helmet on this one in the next turn. Upgrade, we're going for Warrior's Fervor. So we'll get the Wizard Tower next in our capital. I want to keep looking kind of this way. Oh, this is such a good city. This is such a good city. I need it. I need it. Hail Emperor Abra-Caw Dabra. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Mineral Master Harenzi Claycloak. May Godder make war. Many, oh my gosh. Many Gaudier make war. I aim to make pay. Oh my gosh. Many Gaudier make war. I aim to make peace. If they're over here, that means we might have to fight them for this city. This like really, really nice city over here. Because they might have claims on this territory, which they do. And they might get an outpost over here. Yeah, they have distant claims on all of this. That is really unfortunate. So we're definitely going to fight them. Do I preemptively start working on grievances to prepare for a war with them? Because it's not like they're going to get like natural grievances. So I'm going to have to do this. So there'll be 5 turns. So I would be getting in position by the time I'd be over there. Yes, I will start fabricating grievance. How much gold is this? How much gold is it worth it to have a good war justification? Because it's brutal to have none. You get less Imperium, less allegiance from vassal cities, bad relations, yeah. So we'll do Declaration of Rivalry. It's expensive, but it's almost guaranteed that we're going to be fighting them, so that's fine. And then we'll try and make friendly with whoever's over here, if we can. Maybe we should have met the person over here first before we decided, but, oh well. I'm going with this now. Necrotize is done. Ooh, I don't like these. Shuffle. Let's get Necromancer. And I want to get a Spell Arcanist library so I can get a research post in Beacon in order to be able to get an academy. And it gets +3 knowledge per adjacent research post or conduit. So I think I put it on the coast so I can have it adjacent to these pearls here where I can build a conduit. So I'll annex this territory and go ahead and get that special province improvement started. I can go over here, get my units healed. I want to find where... Oh, it's up here. Okay. So there's a city. That is a problem. We want to find the throne city eventually too. Oh, maybe down here. Where do I think... Can I see in the fog this person's... Oh, are they vassalized from underground maybe? I don't think there's a city on the surface. I don't know if I can see it even if I got close enough. Oh, there's a mana pickup. I'll get that. I didn't see that earlier. So our general goal is to come up this way, take out this pearl, take out this pirate cove, settle a city over here, and then clear out this area. Roads, I absolutely know I want, so I'll pick up that now. I know I'm going to want a city over there, so I should get the city cap while I'm at it too. Okay, we have met Spider Queen Arachna. Does not particularly like me. Yeah, this is the vassal of Spider Queen Arachna. We're kind of in an awkward position where we're going to be in a potential kind of two-front war. So maybe being aggressive over here is unwise, but we're doing it anyways. Because I want that beautiful city. Fort Wing can annex another province. I said I was going to get the quarry right here. So I will do that. That gives me more souls, more draft, more production, and some food, and boosts this academy. Then I can decide if I want a conduit here, which I probably should be working on my mana income eventually, because I do need to use mana for stuff. Dust mines can expand again. I'll get the palisade walls now. It's very greedy to not get them, so I need to get them, because an enemy walks on the city and they take it immediately. And then I'll go ahead and pick up this farm here. And then in Fort Wing, we'll get the town hall so we can recruit tier 2 units. We'll get the palisade walls to protect, and then we'll get the academy. I guess I keep exploring south. Oh, wait, there's a free city here. Karatov, it's at war with me. Necromancer is complete. Necrotic Imbuement would be nice since it's an enchantment that makes our mages stronger, so I'll work on researching that next. But I think that's where I'll end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to make sure that you don't miss the next part, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, with that, goodbye.